have counted down, gentlemen? Okay. Hello there, those of you at home. I have your warm-up right here. Solve the following one-step equations. Don't forget to show your balance and opposites. Your opposites and balance, very important. They keep you from making mistakes, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I actually set these up to try to get mistakes to happen so that you can see the benefits of using your opposites and balance, okay? Those of you at home, you're going to want to pause the video, work on this, and away we go. All righty, let's see here. Behold your future. There you go. Okay, so really quickly, guys, let's go ahead and go through these three. I would love to get a little bit of help. Let's see here. Penny, what did you get for number 1? What answer did you get for number 1? Negative 14. X equals negative 14. Let's say. How many of us got x equals negative 14 for that? Perfect. And how did you get that, Penny? Oh, go take care of that. Absolutely. How did you get that, Penny?
I did
15 plus negative 19. There you go. Yeah. So, no, that's okay. I tell you, I think that this thing is really helpful. Like, I like to put this here to kind of remind me that this is a scale. It's perfectly balanced. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find out what x is. And so I need to get rid of a minus 5. And I get rid of a minus 5 by doing the opposite of minus 5, which is plus 5. But I need to balance it, so I do a plus 5 over here. And the thing that's powerful about your opposites and balance is that it keeps you from making very simple mistakes. Because I saw a few people make these mistakes on these guys. Henry, can you just read out loud what it says right here on the right side? It says negative 19 plus 5. We grab our calculator. We fire it up. We get ready to sing the song. TI SmartView TM emulator software for the TI-30X/TI-34 multi-view. TM calculators, Texas Instruments, validating software license. ... Guys, it was mad because you didn't sing along with it. All right, there we go. Next time. So if we do negative 19 plus 5, we get negative 14. That's what I want to see. On your skill check, that when we take that next week, guys, this answer is worth half the points, and the other half is actually going to come from you showing me your opposites and balance. Oh, you put it on your paper and you hand it in, and then I get it figured out. Yes, all right. Let's see here, guys. I would love to get a little bit of help, and that is going to come from a lot of empty seats today. Let's see here. Let's get there going, guys. Don't take advantage of the fact that we're having trouble drawing cards. There we go. Ada, for number 2, what did you get for T? 3.75. How many of us got 3.75 for that? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Did I hear someone say negative 3.75? Okay. Oh, did you say that? Oh, perfect. So let's find out. How did you get that? Oh, I see. So you actually rewrote this. You're thinking of this as t times negative 8.8. I love that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to divide both sides by negative 8.8. Because negative 8.8 divided by negative 8.8 is 1, and t times 1 is t. That would get it to be by itself. But I have to do the same thing to this side. That's why I keep saying opposites and balance again and again and again. Opposites and balance, opposites and balance, opposites and balance. Because I need to do the same thing to both sides. I don't know what 33 divided by negative 8.8 is, but I suspect that it is negative 3.75. And it sure is. How many of us either got that or see how Ada got that and aren't too concerned by that? You guys doing okay? Beautiful. Remember, you actually don't even have, like, I love, Ada, that you did that, by the way. I think that's really cool that you turned that into t times negative 8.8, because I can tell you, you're going to be less likely to make that mistake that people make where they don't divide it by a negative on both sides. So that's really cool that you're doing that. Honestly, when I do this, I think of it as negative 8.8 times t equals 33. and then I divide both sides by negative 8.8, but you guys get to do whichever way you want. I really like Ada's way because it makes it a little more explicit that it's a negative that you need to divide by. And but if you just don't like writing quite so much, this one on the bottom here will get you to the same place. Okay? Okay, number 3. Let's see if I can get a little bit of help on number 3. And that's going to come from, just empty seats, empty seats. There we go. Tice, what'd you get for number 3?
I got negative 41.
So m equals negative 41. How many of us got m equals negative 41 for that? Oh, perfect. Very good. And how did you get that, Tice?
So I did, so m times 5.
Yeah.
Times 5. And times that by 5 too. And I got
Beautiful.
41.
Beautiful. Because m times 5 over 5, it's like if you have like a fifth of a pizza, and then you have a magic wand that turns things into like 5 times more. If you put there was a pizza, there was a fifth of a pizza, and you hit it with that thing, you'd have a whole pizza, right? So that's how you get rid of that. And then a negative 8.2 times 5. Let's see, negative 8.2 times 5 really is negative 41. Beautiful. So that's how you're getting full credit on your level 1s for your skill check next week. How many of us are feeling just fine and dandy about these? You guys doing okay out there? Let's dial this in. Big thumbs up. Mr. Petersen, I was doing this before I met you ever. I was doing this last year and it feels great. Big thumbs down. I do not understand how you do any of this, and then dial it somewhere in between. How is everybody? How is everybody?
Like 75.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. It looks like, how many about this? How many of us are feeling better about these for no reason other than the fact that we slept at night and then came back and looked at it? Yeah, isn't it funny how that happens with math? Let's see here, guys. It's the 46th day of school. You know, the Adirondack mountain range has 46 peaks. Those who climb them are called 46ers. It's slap an annoying coworker day. Now, guys, don't slap each other. You're not coworkers. You are students. Co-students is the best I think we can do. But if I'm standing around here and Miss Mudro comes up to me and slaps me, you'll know why. All right. Let's see here, guys. I like how nobody laughed at that. You're like, well, yeah. If it's slap your annoying coworker day, I'm surprised your face isn't like red and all that stuff, right? Shouldn't you be getting slapped all day, Mr. Petersen? All right. See, again, I'm super concerned by the fact that everyone here is like, yes. Agreed. Thomas, what's our first essential question today? I love the actual gulp. That's amazing. How can I use the order of operations to solve gulp two-step equations? Yes, go ahead, Tice.
Who would you slap today?
Oh, honestly, I don't find any of our coworkers annoying. No. No. Honestly, no. It's true, but why talk to him because I like him so much? Anyway, our Jeopardy! Famous Bens. This Ben, formerly married to Jennifer Garner, played Batman in Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, and also a bit part in the Suicide Squad. I do not actually see his name up there. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint, guys. It is not the duck from the commercials. It's not the duck from the commercials. I'm surprised, guys. The correct answer is Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. And then things that rhyme with Hark, Park is what I'm looking for. Okay, come on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get to this, guys. Underneath all this, got a pencil? We can do better than that. Got a pencil?
Absolutely.
Multi-part equations. Shh. Ada, Penny, go ahead and write this down for me, guys. Multi-part equations. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. So we're going to do this right here. Let's go ahead and talk about 3 rich guys. They go from richest to least rich, but they're all incredibly rich. You guys, 3 rich guys are offering you money because it amuses them to do so. They become so bored with their life that what they like to do is they like to give money to people who they see as poor, and then when they get really excited, they're like, oh, ho, ho, look at that. Look at them go, right? Each has a different plan to give you money, though. We're going to call these rich dudes Alistair, Bartholomew, and Constantine.
Okay, yeah, they're rich.
Let's talk about Alistair. Alistair looks very suspicious of what we're doing, by the way. Alistair offers you money in an odd way. If you walk up to Alistair, what he'll do is if you give him, like, let's say you've got however much money you've got on your person. You hand it to him. He takes half of it, puts it in his pocket, takes the whatever's left over, triples it, and then he hands that back to you. Get it? So he takes your money and then he cuts it in half, and then he triples that amount and then gives you that back. So my question is, guys, is Alistair giving you a good deal or not? Teach! Okay, can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Nori, is that a good deal? Yes or no? Yeah. What makes you think it's a good deal? You know what? Hold on. I'm actually going to write down what your example is because I want to follow along. So Nori says, I think it's a good deal. And then to figure out if it's a good deal or not, she's telling me, suppose you had $18. Got it. I got 18 bucks. Go.
He takes 9.
So then we divide that in 2, and that's going to be 9. And you do 9 times 3, which is... So you earned money from Alistair. Very good. I heard Mira saying something similar, except Mira, what did you say?
I just said, like, since you're poor, like, let's say you have $20.
$20.
And you split that in half, that's 10. And then times that by 3, that's 30. So you're profiting off of your...
Yeah, you're making money from Alistair. So that's great. That's fantastic. And if I give you some amount of money, like let's say you have $40, you can do 40 divided by 2, which is 20, times 3, which is 60. You can figure that out pretty easily, right? So let's write an equation showing how much money you have left after you meet with Alistair. So let's see here, guys. Let's use A as the amount of money that you give Alistair. When I say teach, I want you to say, okay, what do you do to the amount of money that you give Alistair to find out how much money you get back? Give it a try. Let's see how it goes. And teach. Okay, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Shh. That's okay. River, what do you do? What are you going to do with the amount of money that you give Alistair to find out how much he gives you? So multiply it by 3. Is that the only thing you do? What else do you have to do to it? I'm glad we're talking. So that's okay. That's okay. I know you stepped in kind of in the middle of our Alistair story, but that's okay. There's something else that we have to do to it. Manuel, I think I heard you doing it in this order as well. What do you do? What do you do about? What do you do with Alistair? The money that you give Alistair? Yeah. And I noticed that some people were saying, no, 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 no. You have to divide it by 2 and then multiply it by 3. But it turns out, guys, those will give you the same amounts, right? And that's because multiplication and division, technically, I know that in PEMDAS, we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division. They're separate. But multiplication and division are technically during the same step, so it doesn't matter which one you do first. I would actually simplify this, guys, to 3 halves A. You don't like that? That's okay. That's okay. Well, it doesn't matter to me which one you do, because we'll say that each of these is equal to the amount of money that you get. So I have a question for you. I have a question for you. If your friend came up and said, "I was on my way to go buy a drink at this horse race, and I bumped into this rich guy. I had all the money in my hand, and he just took my money, and he did some stuff to it, and then he gave me back $33. What the heck just happened? Like, what the heck just happened? He gave me 33 bucks, but I don't know how much money I had in my hand. Did that guy just rip me off? Like, do you know? How much money did your friend start with if he got $33 in return? Give it a shot and teach. Okay, can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Skylar, how much money did your friend give Alistair if Alistair gave him $33 in return? I'm glad we're talking. Hold on. So, really quick, let me go ahead and highlight these here for you, Skylar. Skylar, which of these equations fits more with the way that you think about what we're doing with, Alistair's doing with your money? The first one, where we multiply by 3 and divide the result by 2, divide the original number by 2 and multiply the result by 3, or just multiply that number by 3 halves. Which one? The yellow one? So we know that if we divide our money in 2 and then multiply it by 3, that's going to be equal to $33. Right? So my question is, what number did we have to divide by 2? Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, how much money did you have after he halved it? Just after he halved it, before he multiplied. What was it? 11. Very good. And how did you get that? Mm-hmm. And what could you say that we did with 3 and 33 to get 11? Yeah. This is a game of opposites and balance. I see it times 3. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. That gets me a over 2 equals 11. That means that Alistair divided a number by 2 and then had $11 that he later multiplied by 3. What number was it that he must have divided by 2 to get 11? Yeah, and how did you get that? Yes. This is a game of opposites and balance. Now, how many of you actually had your brain jump to 22 and you had no idea how it even got there? How many of us had that experience? I can tell. I heard a lot of you saying it. Now, the point of these lessons, guys, isn't to be like, oh, cool, you can get there to 22 super fast. That's fantastic. I mean, that is fantastic. But the truth is, the point of these lessons is I want you to get comfortable with what happened in your head to do. What did you do to the number 33 to actually get 22? And being able to keep track of it, okay? Are you ready to talk about the next guy? Okay. Next, guys, let's see here. Let's see here. The next guy is Bartholomew. Bartholomew looks a little disgusted in whatever he's looking at. Bartholomew offers money, but in a different way. If you bump into Bartholomew, here's what he's going to do. He's going to quadruple your money. He's going to multiply how much money you have by 4. But then he's going to take $15 away from you. He's going to multiply your money by 4, and then he's going to take $15 away from you. Is this a good deal? Teach! If, you're starting with who knows how much. Yeah, who knows how much? We don't know. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Shh. Summer, is this a good deal?
It kind of depends.
Tell me about that.
So if you have, say, a lot of money, that can quadruple it to 15. Let's say the quadruple amount is like $1 billion.
Well, let's tell yeah. If you're saying you have a, if you say you have a lot of money, table A. Let's listen to Summer. You're saying you have a lot of money. How much is a lot of money?
Um, as
I heard you say a number.
like
$4 million. Okay, you've got $4 million. And then Bartholomew is going to multiply that by 4, and that's $16 million. And then what's he going to do, Summer?
Take 15.
He's going to take $15 away from you,
Cool. Dented my money a tiny bit.
which means you now have $15,999,985, I think. Oh, that was a pretty good deal. That was a pretty good deal. You started with 4 million, now you got 15,999,985. So how come you said depends? That sounds like a great deal. Table A, I can't hear Summer.
because like if you have $1, if you quadruples it, then you'd just be in debt.
Yeah, because 1 times 4 is 4. 4 minus 15 is negative 11. So now you owe Bartholomew $11. You're absolutely right. Now, guys, if B is how much money you hand Bartholomew, will you write an equation showing how much money M you're going to get depending on how much money you give Bartholomew? What does Bartholomew do to your money in order to find out how much you get back? Give it a try and teach.
Okay, so I'm gonna do just say like you had the money times
Bartholomew demands that he gets $0. He literally earned it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's fine. Do you have a phone on you? Great. There you go. Uh-huh. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Nathan, what are you doing to the amount of money? Almost a perfect countdown, guys. Still a little bit of chatting. Nathan, what do you do with the money that Bartholomew gives you? So, okay. Very good. And we're going to say that's equal to M. I heard someone say I heard Mira saying she did M times 4 minus 15 equals B. She's still fine. Like you can use whatever variables you want for this. That's totally fine. I'm going to clean this up a little bit and make it look like this. 4B minus 15 equals M. So if you give Bartholomew like $8, 4 times 8 is 32, minus 15 is 17. Okay, here's a question. What if your friend walks up to you and says, I just had the weirdest thing happen. I bumped into this guy, he grabbed all the money out of my hand, did some stuff, and then he handed me, you know what? We're going to make this interesting. He handed me $55. He handed me $55. Guys, when I say teach, I want you to say, okay, shh, shh, shh. Voice is off. Listen carefully. Your friend bumped into Bartholomew, and Bartholomew quadrupled his money, took away 15, and then gave him $55. How much money did your friend hand Bartholomew? Talk it out and teach. There you go. Annie's cooking. Annie's cooking. Annie's cooking. Let her cook. You guys come up with a number? 6? Does that work? So if you do 6 times 4, that's 24. Ooh, minus 15. Are you sure? I got 9.
9?
If you give him $6, I think you get 9 back.
17. Yeah, 17.5.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so when n equals 55?
So that's right. Yes, yes, that's right. So you would write the equation 4b minus 15 equals 55. You're good. Excellent, Emmeline. Very good. Or Manuela, excuse me. Emmeline.
Wait, I don't get it.
My brain is falling apart. What do you guys come up with a number?
4 times 17.5.
Ah, there you go. What's that? $55? That's how much you got back.
4 times I want Connie.
Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Okay. Annie, how much money do you think that Bartholomew got handed?
Wait.
Like, how much money did your friend bump into him with?
7.
Go ahead, you say it.
Wait. 17.5.
$17.50. How many of us got $17.50 for that? Beautiful. Now, hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and guess that when I mentioned that first guy, Alistair, and I said, hey, he gave you $33, a ton of you guys had a knee-jerk reaction and instantly were like, 22. I'll bet very few of you had an instant knee-jerk $17.50. I don't think, I'd actually wager that nobody knew that was $17.50 and didn't know why. So Annie, I want to know what your process was. How did you do that?
I did. Actually, I don't know.
Well, go ahead and look at your calculator. Tell me what you typed in, because I saw you did it in your calculator.
I did 4 times 17.5.
But you did something else before that. Remember, I was over there and I was like, well, let Annie cook. Hit the up button. It'll actually let you scroll and see what you've been typing. Mm-hmm.
That's literally what. That's literally. Oh, 70 divided by 4.
Oh, where did 70 come from?
Wait.
Keep looking.
I don't know. You added 15 to 55.
Say it again, Penny.
You added 15 to 55.
Yeah. If we add $15 to 55, after he quadrupled it and before he took away the $15, you had 70. And then we had to ask ourselves, what number did he quadruple to get to 70? So we do 70 divided by 4 equals 17.5, which we turn into money as 1750. How many of us did something like Annie, where we added that 15 and then divided by 4? I have a really important question that you might not be able to answer right away. Mira, do you have a question for me? After I ask this question, certainly, but I want you to hear this. Guys, when we knew how much money we gave Bartholomew, we multiplied it by 4 and took away 15. When we didn't know how much money we gave Bartholomew, but we knew the result, we added 15 and divided by 4. What did you guys notice was different about what we did up here with Summer and what we did down here with Annie? What did you notice about what we did up here with Summer and what we did down here with Annie? Talk it out, and here we go. Bartholomew, teach!
What he did with that.
Yeah, Mr. Peck made that. Yeah. Mr. Peck, I don't know, was he here when you guys were here? I don't think so. I think he might have, he was here 2 years ago. Peck. He was the old shop teacher. No. Oh my goodness. That's it. Well, that wasn't why, but um, he just does something else. I don't know. All right, guys, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Shh. Okay, that seems a little mysterious, and I want that just to. I just want to let that have you have that sit and think about the difference between what Summer did with her numbers and what Annie did with her numbers. Okay? I want to show you guys what this looks like with opposites and balance. Got a pencil? Guys, that was like Thomas, and then like, where was everybody else? That was a pretty miserable, absolutely. We can do better than that, guys. But I am going to put Thomas over here because he's actually following the absolutely's and doing all the right things here. We should all be a little more like that and say it loud, say it proud like Thomas did. Got a pencil? Absolutely. That's what it should sound like every time. Guys, here's what just happened. 4 times the amount of money I give Bartholomew minus 15 was equal to 55. Now, what was the first thing that Annie did? Did she divide by 4 or did she add 15? She added 15. She added 15 to get rid of the 15. And that gives us a 4b equals 70. And that's a one-step equation. It's like that step turned this into a one-step equation. And if we divide both sides by 4, because that is a secret multiply, you're left with b equals 17.5, which we then turn into a dollar amount, 17.50. On Alistair, it worked either way. Remember Alistair? It doesn't matter if you multiply both sides by 3 and then divide by 2, or divide by 2 and then multiply both sides by 3. Let's see if it does for Bartholomew. Can I divide by 4 first and then add 15? Let's see. 55 divided by 4 plus 15. Did I get the same result? Yes or no? No, I didn't. So it appears that the order matters. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. It's time to talk about... I'm having to ask you guys to settle in an awful lot today. And I'm really hoping that this is the very last time. Especially when we're so close to the end. Okay? Let's talk about the last guy, guys. Let's talk about Constantine. Constantine doesn't even care to look at you. Constantine, the richest of them all, offers you a very strange deal. He offers to take $10 away from you and then multiply what you have left by 5. He'll take $10 away from you and then he'll multiply what you have left by 5. Is this a good deal? Teach! Eddie, let's talk to your partner. Yeah. Well, you talk to me. What do you think? Is that a good deal?
Well, I guess. I don't know. I think so.
Yeah? What makes you think it?
Well, like if you had $20 and then you took it away and then you would have like 10 left and it's a big piece of that.
Yeah, that is a good deal. Very good. But could it be a bad deal?
The accent would have like
Yeah, there you go. That would be a very bad deal. Mm-hmm. What's that? Yeah, he is. He is, most certainly. Maybe that's how he got so rich. All right. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? What a wonderful countdown from 5, and I appreciate the way you guys were... Oh, it was almost a wonderful countdown from 5. But I really did appreciate the way that you guys were working together. We'll say those penalties offset, guys. So let's make sure we're going to count down from 5. We're all the way quiet, and we're getting this going. Addie, and that's Addie D, is that a good deal? Tell me about it. So, okay, so if you only have $2, what is Constantine going to do? So that means you'll owe Constantine $8. And what's he going to do with that number? Right. He's going to take that -8 and he's going to multiply it by 5. And now you owe him $40. So that is a pretty bad deal. But why did you say kind of?
Well, because if you have like $20 and then he takes away 10, and then 10 times 5 is 50. That's
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'll say. So it depends on how much you give him. In fact, if you went, if you went up to him with the $4 million that you had that you were going to give to Bartholomew, I wonder if he would give you more. If you did 4 million, let's see, if you did 4 million minus 10, oh no, multiply that by 5. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a much better deal. That's real good. Absolutely. That's your guy, yeah. So this is actually the trickiest one to write, though. When you give Constantine C dollars, what does he do with that number? Like, what are you doing to the number C when you find out how much Constantine's going to give you back? Talk it out, and here we go. Cha-ching! Teach! Mm-hmm. Very good. Bingo. There you go. I like that. You just figured out how much you made if you visited them all. I like it. Okay. Can I get you guys back up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? All right. Okay. Let's see here. Can I get a little bit of help? And that's going to come from Emanuela. What did you do to the number C? Was the first thing that Constantine did? So like this? Now yep, go ahead. So the problem is if that's if I make that 50, now it says C minus 50, and that's just robbery. That's just stealing. That's just a mugging, right? That's just stealing $50 from you. So there's actually another symbol that I need some help from. Ada, what do you think you know what it is? I need parentheses, right? I need to do that, right? And that's equal to the amount of money we made. So, yes, go ahead, Skylar. Absolutely. And in fact, I would actually say that that is slightly more simplified. 5 times C minus 10, close parentheses, equals M.
Will they ding me for that on my skill check?
Yes, but we'll talk. We'll talk. Let's see here, guys. Oh, next week. There's no self-assessment today. We're just chatting today. I have one more question before we go. What if your friend runs up to you and says, I just bumped into a guy, and the weirdest thing happened. He grabbed all my money, he did some stuff, and he gave me $88.10 back. What the heck? How much money did that guy have in his hand when Constantine turned it into $88.10? What am I going to do with these numbers and this number to figure it out? Teach! There you go, Mira. Okay. Beautiful. All right, can I get you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I loved the way you guys were working together on that. I think you guys do deserve a point for that.
Oh, yeah!
And I gotta say, I really love the way that Table B works together. And I love the way that I'm seeing Mira and Addie work together as well. They're doing a very good job. Like, that I'm just noticing specifically, they're working with their partners, checking in with each other, talking about the math, and that's what I love to see. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Mira, what would you do with $88.10 to find out how much Constantine was given? Okay. Mm-hmm. How many of us got $7.62? Let's see if it works. If you do $7.62 and then he takes away $10, uh-oh. And then we multiply that by, oh dear, oh dear. That's okay. Mira, did you see what your mistake was? I'll give you a hint. I love that you divided it by 5 because division is the opposite of multiplication. What made you decide to subtract by 10?
Because he takes away 10.
Right, but now that's if you give him, that's if we know how much we give him. Now that we don't know that, we have to do the opposite. So what would that be instead? Yes, we need to do 1762 plus, no, do not be sorry at all. I am glad that that happened because this is something that we can talk about. And if you actually check $27.62 minus 10 and you multiply it by 5, you really get the answer that you were expecting. The point of this is, guys, is that your brains actually already know how to solve these equations. And all I'm trying to teach you during this unit is how to show us what happened in your brain. Show us what happened in there, and it also helps you catch your own little mistakes here and there. There is no self-assessment tonight, guys. I just want you to go home and let this cook in your head. Come back with any questions that you might have, and then tomorrow we'll look at this a little more in detail. Oh, that was it. That was actually the end of it. That's right, yeah. Oh, you mean what did I do in my calculator? I checked my answer. So I checked to see if $27.62, if Alistair takes $10 away from you and then multiplies the result by 5, do I really get $88.10? I was just checking my answer. That's what I was doing. I see what you mean. Star teams absolutely allowed to move around.